Welcome back to Reddit Tales. In today's story, we explore this sentence. God, no. Just someone I'm seeing until something better comes along. As you listen, notice the moment where you think he should have walked away. I used to think something better meant a promotion, a nicer apartment, maybe a faster car. A goal you work toward. I did not understand it could also mean a person, that I could be the something for now while someone waited for an upgrade. For 6 months, I was that something for now for Sienna. It started strong. She was all bright energy and sudden plans. She loved coffee shops with neon signs, rooftop bars, and pictures of latte art. I am Alex, a project manager. I am steady, I like plans, I like structure. Her chaos felt charming at first. I organized her closet when she complained she could never find anything. I fixed her laptop when it crashed before a deadline. I reminded her about bills and appointments. She would kiss my cheek and call me her anchor. I thought that meant love. Really, it meant I was useful. Looking back, the signs were all there, I just did not want to read them. 2 months in, she had a terrible day. A brand collaboration fell through. She was furious. I left work early, went to the store and bought everything to cook her favorite truffle risotto. It is one of those meals that needs constant attention. She sat on the couch, legs tucked under her, scrolling on her phone while I cooked. It is so unfair, she sighed. My engagement was perfect, their vision is basic. Their loss, I said, grating cheese. Dinner is almost ready. I brought her a bowl, it looked good. She took a picture for her story, then ate 3 bites. It is a bit rich, she said. Don't you think? I ate my portion. It tasted like effort. It tasted like someone trying. Later that night, I tried to plan something for our future. That new art exhibit is coming in September, I said. Tickets go on sale Friday. Should I grab 2? She was putting on a charcoal face mask, her whole face gray. September, she said. Alex, that is like 100 years from now. No point planning that far ahead. Something better will probably pop up. I let it go. I told myself I was being chill and flexible. This was the first sign my relationship had an end date that I did not agree to. Another time, I brought her to my friend's rooftop barbecue. These were my people. Software engineers, a teacher, a graphic novelist. Just normal, kind people who laugh until they snort. Sienna stayed glued to my side, her hand on my arm, laughing louder than needed at my jokes. She was playing the role of the perfect girlfriend. As soon as we were in the car, that role vanished. God, your friend Dave is so boring, she said, checking her reflection in the mirror. He talked about property taxes for 10 minutes, and his wife's sweater was from Target. You could see the tag. They are good people, I said. I felt a small wave of defensiveness. They are settled people, she said. There is a difference. She said settled like it was a disease. A little later, we were lying in bed, half watching a show, half talking. My sister asked if you are coming to the family lake trip in July, I said. I told her maybe. She went a bit still. Labels are so corporate, Alex, she said. So final. Can we just enjoy this? It is good. Why put a box around it? I wanted the box. I wanted to be able to say, this is my girlfriend, and not feel like I was saying too much, but I nodded. Yeah, I said, just enjoying it. This is where a lot of people tell themselves it will change later. Most of the time, it does not. The end began on a Thursday evening at her rooftop bar called the Aviary. It was her friend Tara's birthday. Tara worked in PR and spoke in buzzwords. The crowd was Sienna's world. Influencers, actors, people whose main topic was their personal brand. Sienna picked out my jacket. You need to look the part, she had said, smoothing the lapels. The part, as it turned out, was expensive extra. I paid for the Uber. I paid for the cocktails she and Tara posed with for pictures. I stood by heaters and listened to people talk about algorithms and vibes. Sienna was in her element. She floated from group to group, dropping in for a moment, then drifting away again. She would come back to hand me her drink to hold, then vanish. After 2 hours, I felt drained. Around 11, Sienna shivered. I am freezing, she said. Can you grab my coat, the faux fur one? My clutch is in the pocket. Sure, I said. I walked to the cloakroom, a small mirrored space off the main lounge, separated by hanging bead curtains that glowed in the light. I gave the attendant the ticket. As he turned to get the coat, the music dipped. Voices on the other side of the bead curtain grew clear. It was Tara. So, Tara said, giggling, spill it. Is Alex like your boyfriend now? It has been 6 months. You are basically married. My hand froze, ticket halfway out. Inside my head, everything went quiet. It felt like the room was waiting for her answer. Sienna did not hesitate. God, no, she said. Her voice was loose from wine and full of something I had not heard pointed at me before. Just someone I am seeing until something better comes along. Tara laughed. My blood went cold. I mean, he is sweet, Sienna went on. He pays for everything, does not complain, and the sex is decent. Reliable. But come on, Tara. A project manager. He budgets for fun. He thinks a good night is board games. He is placeholder material, comfortable, boring. Each word landed like a clean cut. Once I close this deal with Vector Media and it is basically done, she said, I will be moving in totally different circles. Real circles. He would not even know how to talk to those people. So you are just using him? Tara asked. She did not sound shocked. She sounded curious. It is not using, Sienna said. It is strategic positioning. He is my stability base camp. Everyone needs one before they climb the real peak. Sometimes you are waiting for proof that your worst fear is real. This was my proof. The attendant cleared his throat, holding out her fluffy coat. The sound snapped me back. I took my own coat instead. The plain wool one, she said, was too dad-like. I handed her faux fur back. She can get it herself, I said. Sir, this is the one for your ticket, he said. She can get it herself, I repeated. My voice sounded strange, calm, empty. I walked out. I did not look through the beads. I did not confront her. I did not wait. I just left. Sometimes walking away quietly is louder than any argument. The night air was cold and clear. It did not feel like a shock. It felt like a reset. I did not drive home. I booked a room at a basic business hotel near the airport. I needed neutral ground to think. In the room, I put my phone on the desk. It lit up right away. Sienna over and over. I watched the screen flash. After about 10 calls, I picked up. Alex, what the hell, she said. Where are you? My coat is here. I am freezing. The Uber surge is insane. Are you having some kind of tantrum? Her voice was annoyed, not worried. I am finding something better, I said, and I hung up. I turned the phone off and even took out the battery. The silence was almost physical. The next morning, I went into full project manager mode. I bought a cheap backup phone and headed to our apartment at around 10. I knew her weekend routine. She sleep in late. Going inside felt like stepping into a museum of my own denial. The photo wall she curated. The throw pillows she picked, the perfume in the air. I went to my study. She called it the corporate cave and barely went in there. I packed 3 suitcases with things that were truly mine. My books, my hiking gear, my grandfather's watch. My documents. I left every gift she had ever given me. The tie, the mug, the cologne. Those things felt like props. I took my name off the joint utilities online. I put my key on the kitchen counter next to the coffee pot I always filled for both of us. By noon, I was in a new 1-bedroom across town with a lease in only my name. When I turned on the new phone, I had all the messages forwarded from my old number. Sienna, 11:03 p.m. That was not funny. I had to pay $90 for an Uber. You owe me. Sienna, 11:47 p.m. Okay, fine, you are mad. Come home so we can talk like adults. Sienna, 2:14 a.m. Alex, I am worried now. This is not like you. Are you safe? Please answer. Sienna, 8:30 a.m. Did you stay at Dave's? Tell him I say hi. Sienna, 9:15 a.m. My key is not working. Did you change the locks? What is wrong with you? Sienna, 1005 a.m. Where are all your things? What is happening? Call me. I archived them all. They were data points in a closed case. 2 things were happening at once. Her story was falling apart and mine was starting. A week later, Tara called me from a new number. "Alex, hi, it is Tara," she said, voice fake bright. "I am calling because Sienna is really hurting. She said you heard something out of context at the party. She made a dumb joke after too many drinks. Haven't you ever said something you did not mean?" I let the silence sit. "You were there," I said. "You asked the question. You heard her answer." Word for word, where is the misunderstanding? There was a long pause. "Well, it was private girl talk," she said. "You were not supposed to eavesdrop." "I was getting her coat," I said. "The coat she asked me to get. If she is crying, it is not over me. It is over the consequences. We are done here." I hung up. This is where many people get pulled back in by guilt. Sometimes you have to let people feel what they created. I went back to my life. I saw my friends. When I told them the simple version of the story, every single one of them said, "Good. You got out." Dave's wife even baked me cookies. I focused on work. I put all that energy I had used on her into a big systems project. 3 months after the Rooftop, my boss called me in. "The client loved your work," he said. "We are promoting you to senior project lead. There is a raise and a bonus." This time, the success felt clean. It was mine. News about Sienna found me without me looking. Mike, a mutual friend, texted me. "Hey man, saw Sienna at a launch party," he wrote. "She is telling people you had a mental health crisis and ghosted her, but someone else said they heard the real story, that she called you a placeholder and you walked. Her story is changing, just so you know." I texted back, "All good here, thanks." Her social media became a mix of sad quotes and level up alone selfies. Some people still sent heart emojis. Others started asking questions. One comment under a photo of her staring out of a window said, "Thought you were about to work with Vector. Heard that fell through. Everything okay?" The comment disappeared later, but someone sent me a screenshot. My old landlord called to confirm I was off the old lease. "The remaining tenant is often late with rent," he said. "There are more complaints about loud parties. It is unfortunate. You were a very quiet tenant." "I hope it works out for her," I said. I did not. About 3 months after I left, I got a text from an unknown number. "Alex, it is Sienna. Please do not ignore this. My mom is in the hospital. It is her heart. I am a mess and alone. I need you, please." Her mother is a yoga instructor who posts sunrise headstands every morning. I checked her page. That day's post was her on a beach, looking healthy with a caption about living my best life. I saved the number as Sienna Tactics and did not respond. Another time she showed up at my new gym. She must have tracked it down somehow. I was mid-set when she walked up in expensive workout clothes that looked untouched by sweat. "You think you can just ghost me," she said. "After everything I did for you, I made you interesting. You were a spreadsheet with a pulse before me." "You are blocking the rack," I said. She frowned. "Look at me," she said. "I am talking to you." People started watching. I stayed calm. "I am sorry you feel that way," I said. "It was not an apology. It was a closed door." "It was a joke," she said, grabbing onto the word. "You have no sense of humor. You took a private conversation and used it against me." I stood up, a head taller than her. "The joke is over, Sienna," I said. "The placeholder has left the building." I put in my earbuds and lay back down to finish my set. When I sat up, she was gone. The last move came from her mother, Barbara. My office line rang and my assistant put it through. "Alex, honey, it is Barbara," she said. "I am calling about Sienna. She is not well. This separation has been very hard on her. She made a mistake, but what you are doing, this cold treatment, this cruelty, it is breaking my daughter. She needs your stability. Be the good man I thought you were." There it was again. They did not want a partner, they wanted a service. "Barbara," I said. "Sienna told me I was a temporary stability solution. She was right. My stability is now for me, not for her. I wish you both the best." "You are selfish and heartless," she snapped. "Goodbye, Barbara," I said, and hung up. The last time I saw Sienna was at a tech awards gala. My team won a prize for an efficiency project. I was there in a tux with my colleagues, feeling proud of what we had built. I was at the bar getting a drink when I heard her. "Alex," she said, I turned. She was in a tight silver dress, hair and makeup on point, but there was a tired look behind it. Next to her was a man in his 50s in a too tight tux. He looked bored and was already scanning the room. Her new base camp. "You look really good," she said, eyes moving over me. "I heard about your award. I always knew you had it in you. I miss you. I have been seeing a therapist. I am really doing the work. I was scared of how real it was with you." I stayed quiet and let the silence sit between us. "What we had, it was real," she said. "I know I messed up, but it was real." "What we had was a transaction," I said. "You provided distraction. I provided support." That transaction ended on the rooftop. "Do you hate me?" she asked. "Is that it? You must hate me to be this cold." I set my glass down. "Hate takes effort," I said. "It means you are still in my head. I do not think about you at all. You are a footnote in an old report. If you will excuse me, my team is waiting." I walked back to my table without looking back. For the first time, calling her no one felt true. She was just someone I used to see, not someone I was still carrying. Sometimes the real something better is not a person. It is the version of you that refuses to be a placeholder again. Lesson 1. If someone talks about you as placeholder material, even as a joke, believe them. They are telling you how they see you. Lesson 2. Being stable and reliable is not a flaw. It only feels wrong to people who value drama more than character. Lesson 3. You do not have to stay and prove your worth to someone who is already shopping for something better. Lesson 4. Leaving quietly can be the strongest boundary. You do not owe long explanations to people who used you. Lesson 5. Real partners do not hide you, downgrade you, or use your stability as a launch pad. They build with you, not on you. What about you? At which point in this story would you have walked away? When she refused labels, when you heard the placeholder line, or only at the rooftop bar? And have you ever realized you were someone's base camp instead of their choice? How did you handle it?